Good morning, dear student. In a previous video, if you all have listened it carefully, we have discussed some topics of sound. What we have discussed? We have discussed that what is sound, so what is sound? That sound is an invisible energy which causes in us sensation of hearing. So first we will revise what we have studied in previous video. Then we will discuss some more experiments, which clearly demonstrate that sound travels faster in solid and also quicker in liquid as compared to gases. That we will discuss later, but first we will revise it what we have studied in previous video. So what we have studied, that sound is an invisible energy which causes in us sensation of hearing. Then we have studied that sound travels in two different types of waves, that is longitudinal wave and transverse wave. Then I have also explained in that video that we have to study about longitudinal wave because transverse wave is not in your syllabus, that you will discuss in higher classes. So what is longitudinal wave? Longitudinal wave means when particles, the air particles propagate in the direction of propagation of waves, energy, sound, and creating a region of compression and rarefactions, then the wave is called longitudinal wave. Understood? Means when a medium particle vibrate in the direction of propagation of wave, means if wave is going like this, the medium particles means air particles, they also vibrate in this direction only. Understood? They also vibrate in this direction only and creating a region of compression and rarefactions is called longitudinal wave. We are speaking is an example, of longitudinal wave. Every sound which is audible to you all is an example of longitudinal wave. The musical notes from the singers, I am teaching, you are listening, that is also an example. Means the speaking of human beings is an example of longitudinal wave. Now all these we have discussed clearly in our first video. Then we have discussed also that sound is actually a cause of vibrations. For that we have discussed one experiment, that plastic ruler is kept on the table, it is fixed from one end. If we pluck it from other end, it start vibrating. Because of that sound is heard. So this clearly demonstrates that sound is a cause of vibration. And then about tuning fork also we have studied in a previous class, that if we have a tuning fork, it has one handle and two wings are there. If we take the tuning fork and if we hit it very rapidly on a rubber pad, what will happen? A vibration is created and you will hear the sound. Then we have taken one fixed and the ball is kept over there, and we have fixed the tuning fork at one place. If we take the ball and we will hang like this, and if it is tuning fork, it will come and strike. Because of that also you will hear the sound. So all these we have discussed. Now today we will study some more things, that sound is actually the cause of vibration, that we have studied. Now sound needs a medium to travel, that also we have discussed, that sound air particles are the medium through which sound travels from one to other places. Now speed of sound today we have to discuss. Speed of sound. Okay, so for that speed of sound in air is how much? 332 meter per second. In air or gas is 332 meter per second. Understand? Now we will do one experiment which is given in your book. Suppose this is a dining table. Dining table. It is kept in one room. If you have a dining table, it is kept at one room. The room is totally closed to cut all the noise from outside. The room is totally closed. Windows is closed. The door is closed. The fan is closed. Everything is closed. understood, so that no air, no sound from outside will come to disturb, understood. And in that room a dining table is kept, ठीक ना, and on that dining table a alarm clock is kept. This is a alarm clock, understood. This is a alarm clock, understood. Alarm clock is kept over here, ठीक ना, it is, ठीक ना. What happens? A boy has kept an alarm clock on this table. This is alarm clock. A boy has kept an alarm clock on the table. The room is totally closed. What happens? As soon as the alarm clock start ringing, na, he is standing at some place, and what he will see? He will heard the sound. He will heard the sound of ringing of the alarm clock. Now what happens? It will stop the alarm clock, and now it will put his ear near the side of the dining table. He will put his ear, ठीक है, he will put his ear, he will put his ear at this place. At this place he will put his ear, and again he will start the alarm clock. What he will see? He will hear the sound more fast as compared to the previous one. Why? Because in previous one he is standing and the sound is reaching to his ear by the medium of air, or by medium of air, understood. So that sound he has heard. But when he has put his ear on the near to the dining table, he heard the sound by what medium? By the medium of the solid. That means the dining table is a case of solid. Dining table is made up of wood. So it is a case of solid. So what happens? He will heard the sound because the sound particles vibrate through the medium of solid, not by air, by solid. So in case of solid, he heard the sound more fast, understood. So this experiment clearly demonstrates that sound travel faster in solid as compared to gas. So it clearly demonstrates ठीक ना. So it clearly demonstrates that sound travel faster in solid as compared to air or gas, understood. The speed of sound in air is 332 meter per second, and the speed of sound in solid is speed of sound in solid, that is, you can say steel, है ना, what it can be, 5100 meter per second. This is the speed of sound in case of solid, 5100 meter per second. It is very much faster as compared to the speed of air, which is 332 meter per second. So this experiment clearly demonstrates that sound travel faster in case of solid, understood. Now we'll study the second experiment which clearly demonstrate that sound travel faster in case of liquid also. For that, what we will do? We will take a plastic bucket. This is a plastic bucket, understood? Plastic bucket, understood? And this bucket is filled with water. This bucket is filled with water, understood? Water is filled over here. What it is filled? Water, Understood? And in this bucket, what happened? A doll is kept. A doll is kept. This is a squatting doll. स्क्वेटिंग डॉल यू अंडरस्टूड? स्क्वेटिंग डॉल्स मीन्स एक छोटे सी जो खिलौना जो छोटी लड़कियां खेलती हैं, जिसको डॉल को पकड़ के दबाइए तो उससे आवाज़ निकलती है ना, दैट इज कॉल्ड स्क्वेटिंग डॉल. छोटे बच्चे खेलते हैं. यू आर ऑल्सो हैव प्लेड व्हेन यू आर स्मॉल किड. अंडरस्टूड? नाउ व्हाट हैपेंस, you will put the doll inside the water on that bucket. The room is totally closed, no sound is heard, total sound is cut. Close all windows, close the doors, the total sound is cut. Now you take the doll and put it inside the water and you start pressing the doll. You start pressing the doll. What you heard? You heard the sound, but the sound is little feeble one. The sound is little feeble. When you will put your ear, you will put your ear next to the wall of the plastic bucket, next to the near to the wall of the plastic bucket, what you will heard? You will heard the sound much faster as compared to the sound which you heard while standing. Why? Because the sound travel faster in case of liquid also as compared to air. ठीक ना? So it clearly demonstrates that sound travel faster in liquid as compared to air or gas, है ना? Understood? So this experiment clearly demonstrates that sound also travel faster in case of liquid. So what we have studied today, we have studied that the speed of sound is fastest in case of solid, then in case of liquid, and then in case of air or gas. So what is the speed of sound in liquid? Speed of sound in liquid will be 1500 meter per second. 1500 meter per second. Understood? 1500 meter per second. Clear or not? ठीक ना? So this what we have studied. These two experiments which clearly demonstrate that the speed of sound is faster in case of air is 332 meter per second, in case of solid is 5100 meter per second, in case of liquid 1500 meter per second. तो speed is maximum in case of solid, followed by liquid, then at last followed by air. Understood? So till here we have studied in this video. Pay attention clearly, repeat the videos 2-3 times to understand it better, then revise it, then read it from your book and clear all your doubts. If you have any doubt, then you ask me when school gets open. Okay, thank you, have a nice day, bye bye.